Silva may have gained initial fame through his stunning renditions of popular songs, but he's no cover artist. With each new release, he's carving out his own musical identity, blending his multicultural influences into a sound that's both modern and deeply personal. Tracks like Belong to the City, released in September 2024, serve as more than just catchy tunes. They're narratives set to music. The accompanying music video, rich in visual symbolism, paired metropolitan imagery with themes of belonging and identity. Another standout is his collaboration Died with a Smile, a duet filmed in the sweeping mountain ranges of the US alongside singer Elisa Arzi. These originals are not just side projects, they're statements. They show Luke's intent to step out of the shadow of covers and stand on his own merit. Drawing inspiration from artists like John Mayer, Caetano Veloso, and Ed Sheeran, his evolving sound is marked by guitar-led melodies, lyrical introspection, and a hint of global rhythm. If his covers were the bait, his originals are the hook, and they're reeling listeners in. In March 2023, Luke Silva hit a high note that few street performers ever reach. He was flown to Dubai to perform at a high-profile wedding. The bride and groom had first discovered him during a casual stroll through London, captivated by his performance on a street corner. Months later, they invited him across continents to headline one of the most significant days of their lives. The Dubai performance wasn't just a gig, it was a validation of Luke's global appeal. His setlist that night blended romantic ballads with upbeat crowd favorites, creating a soundscape that mirrored the emotional roller coaster of a wedding day. Attendees praised his charisma, vocal strength, and stage presence. For Luke, this was more than just a booking. It was proof that real talent doesn't need flashy promotion. Sometimes a street corner and a song are enough to change your trajectory forever. Just when everything seemed to be going smoothly, a chilling headline began to circulate online. Luke Silva found dead. Panic swept through his fan base. TikTok comments turned into memorials, hashtags exploded with tributes, and confusion reigned. It wasn't long before the truth came out. The man who had tragically passed away was not the singer-songwriter, but an artist known for abstract painting and experimental sculptures. Still, the temporary confusion left emotional scars. While some fans were relieved, others were emotionally exhausted from the roller coaster. The silver lining, if there was one, came in the form of renewed appreciation. Fans flooded Luke's social media with messages of love, sharing how much his music meant to them. For Luke, it served as a sobering reminder of his impact. For the rest of us, it highlighted how deeply digital personas can embed themselves in our emotional worlds. Looking ahead, Luke Silva shows no signs of slowing down. He's teasing a series of new projects that go beyond the music. Among them is a behind-the-scenes vlog series that promises to give fans an intimate look into his creative process and daily life on the road. He's also in early talks with fashion brands for a limited edition streetwear line that draws from his Brazilian-Italian roots and signature busker aesthetic. In the meantime, his website is a hub for all things Luke, offering exclusive merchandise, CDs, and apparel. Fans are buzzing about the possibility of a live acoustic album featuring his most viral street performances. There's also speculation that he's lining up festival appearances across Europe and South America. While none of this has been officially confirmed, the buzz is loud, and Luke seems ready to embrace a broader platform. What sets him apart is his ability to scale without losing intimacy. He's not just building a brand, he's nurturing a community, and that might be his most powerful performance yet. Born into a family where music wasn't just a pastime but a way of life, Luke Silva grew up immersed in sound. His father, a native of Brazil, and his Italian mother exposed him to a wide spectrum of musical styles ranging from classic bossa nova to heartfelt Italian ballads. It was this cultural fusion that created the foundation for Luke's artistic voice. From an early age, Luke displayed an interest in instruments, picking up the guitar and piano with natural curiosity. He didn't start off as a prodigy, far from it. In fact, Luke has openly admitted in a Facebook post that his first attempts at singing were rough. He was young, inexperienced, and admittedly not that good, but what he lacked in polish, he made up for in dedication. Day after day, he practiced, performed, and improved. That unwavering discipline laid the groundwork for the soulful voice that now moves millions. Music wasn't just a hobby, it was therapy, a challenge, and a calling. This background story debunks the myth of instant success and highlights a truth often overlooked: that talent is crafted, not gifted. In 2017, Luke Silva made a bold move that would redefine his future. He relocated to London, a city known for its rich and eclectic music scene. While the decision may have seemed risky, it was a calculated leap into the unknown. London's bustling streets, multicultural communities, and endless opportunities for live performances became a fertile playground for the young artist. Enrolling at the Institute of Contemporary Music Performance, ICMP, Luke sharpened every element of his craft, from songwriting and vocal technique to stage presence and crowd engagement. What made this period critical wasn't just the education, it was the environment. Surrounded by equally hungry creatives, Luke collaborated, experimented, and most importantly, found his own voice. Camden Market became one of his unofficial stages. Known for its diversity and vibrant street culture, it offered Luke a revolving audience and a chance to hone his improvisational skills. Every note sung there wasn't just practice, it was performance under pressure. The London chapter of Luke's life is often overshadowed by his viral fame. But make no mistake, it was this phase that transformed him from a talented hopeful into a true performer. Luke Silva's rise to prominence didn't happen in a recording studio, it happened on the streets, and more importantly, on social media. By leveraging platforms like TikTok, Luke found a way to amplify his artistry beyond physical borders. Operating under the handle at Luke Silva Music, he began uploading videos of his live performances, often involving strangers invited to sing with him. This unscripted approach, raw and emotionally charged, set him apart in an algorithm-dominated space. Viewers weren't just watching, they were experiencing the music. One video after another began to go viral. Some clips showcased Luke harmonizing with passersby, while others captured tearful reactions from those moved by his voice. With over 1.5 million followers and more than 22 million likes, his TikTok presence became more than just a side project. It was a career-launching phenomenon. Luke wasn't chasing clout, he was connecting. The digital world allowed him to create real-world moments that traveled faster than any word of mouth could have. In an age of filters and fakery, his authenticity hit different, and fans noticed. Despite his growing fame, Luke Silva has managed to strike a rare balance between openness and privacy. On Instagram, he occasionally shares personal glimpses, photos with his mother, snapshots of his beloved Chihuahua, and scenes from his travels, but he draws a clear boundary when it comes to deeply personal matters. Recently, fans began to speculate about his relationship status after he posted a few cryptic captions and shared a heartfelt new single titled Silence. Without naming names, Luke confirmed he had gone through a breakup, explaining that the song was his way of processing the emotional fallout. The lyrics, raw and confessional, struck a chord with listeners who flooded his DMs and comment sections with support. Some fans, curious and perhaps a little too invested, asked for details about his ex, but most respected his boundaries and appreciated his maturity in handling the subject. By being vulnerable without sensationalizing his pain, Luke showed that artistry and dignity can coexist.